Okay, in this video, I'm going to go over the trading settings and my recommendations and hopefully bring to light more about what you can do for your settings. So again, in order to get to your settings, all you have to do is when you have uh, these three graphs or charts up, you just double click. You go up here and you double click on the icon. And now remember, once you're done with these settings, you're gonna save them as a default, and then you have to do that. You have to take the TradeRinger software and send it to all of the charts that you're trading. Right now, they recommend the only 3 pairs to trade if you have under $15,000 in your account. That is the Euro USD, the USD Japanese, and the Euro Japanese. Those are the 3 pairs that are recommended if your account is $15,000 or lower. Once you get over $15,000, go with all 6 pairs that we normally trade with. So basically what these mean, I'm going to go over this, is your weekly goal. That's easy. You want to keep this as moderate as possible. I mean, when I first started, I had mine set at like 25%, and I actually got in trouble by doing that, and I'll explain why. Is basically like by a Tuesday, I was already at 15% profit. I'm like, way awesome, rock and roll. So I bumped it up to 20%. And then lo and behold, Wednesday came and I was already at 20%, about to be at 20%, so I bumped it up to 30%. Well, what happened is I got up to about 21%, and then the market took a dive. And I lost. I only ended up making like 6% or 4% for that week. So it went dramatically down, and I got into some drawdown. So if I were just regularly conservative, I would have been done. I would have been out of my trades and fine. So I strongly recommend everyone to keep your weekly goal at 5%. That's still 20% a month. Where else can you make 20% on your money? Absolutely insane. So don't get in trouble with weekly goals. Don't get greedy and put your weekly goal way up there to 20, 30%. But some weeks you will make that, and then you kind of get addicted to that. Oh man, next week I'm going to do that. But don't. Trust me. Trust me when I tell you. You want to keep it moderate at 5%. Your equity protector. I have mine set all the way up at 90%, and I'll explain why. Again, this is not a video that I'm telling you to do these settings. You make your own decisions. This is my personal settings. So 90%, prime example, is last week I got into a situation where I had $9,000 in my account, and I got into $7,100 of drawdown. So I was in 71% drawdown. Had I have had my equity protector at anything 70% or lower last week, it would have closed out all of those trades and closed down my trader. I would have lost $7,000, and that was it, or a little bit more than about $7,000 if my equity protector was at 70%. I would have just lost it all. So what you have to realize is that the market is going to bounce back. It's just a matter of when. So as the trader, as the software goes, let's say it buys a particular trade, let's just say for $1, it buys a pair for $1, and then it starts tanking and it goes down. Well, it's going to mark it. I believe it marks at 10 pips. So let's say it goes down to 90, and then what it does is it buys even more for 90 cents, because now it's a huge bargain. And let's say it dips again another 10. Now you're at 80. The software will buy even more because the dollar is the norm. And so just depending on how low it goes, that's why it looks like you're getting deeper and deeper and deeper in drawdown. But at some point, it's going to bounce back. And when it does, it starts selling, 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 selling. So prime example, look at my balance here. $11,154 now. I had $9,000 last week, and I was in 71% drawdown, $7,100 of drawdown. but it fought back. You've got to trust the software. Now, I'm not telling you this is going to happen in every single case. I'm just giving you my example, but that is why I've got my equity protector at 90%, and it was well worth it for me. Stop running after equity protector hits. That's pretty self-explanatory. Your lot size, they actually recommend like a 0.01 to 0.02 per thousand. 0.02 is getting kind of aggressive. And then 0.03 is really aggressive per thousand. So 0.01 is moderate, it's very conservative. 0.02 per thousand is moderately aggressive, and then 0.03 is really aggressive per thousand. So as you can see now, I'm going to have to bump my lot size up a little bit. Mine was only 0.05, so I might go 0.1 because I have $11,000 in here, which is still really conservative. So now your level range. Basically, what the software does is it analyzes each level, and it will not add additional trades until you reach this particular pip. So this is 25 pips. So what basically happens is on the first level, when it buys pairs, as soon as those pairs reach 25 pips, either positive or negative, it will buy the same exact pair again. And then waits 25 until it buys again. You can lower this as the lower the number, the more aggressive. The higher the number, the less aggressive. And the recommendation, is right around and kind of if you're in drawdown. If just regular, it's 21. It's 21 is what it reverts to. If you get an over 12% drawdown, you need to bring this number up to 30. All right, 30 if you're in 12% or more drawdown. If you get into over 30% drawdown, make this 40. Change this to 40 if you're in it. I'm going to keep it at 21. So basically that means a lot less trades. It's a lot, it's conservative. But again, over 30% drawdown, move it up to 40. And just kind of, in my case, it was 71% drawdown last week. I probably would have brought this all the way up to like 60 or 50. I probably would have gone 50. So that's what that is. Max levels, okay, that's the number of levels before it closes out the trades. So if it buys let's just say it buys the Euro USD and it goes up or down 21 pips, it buys the exact same Euro USD, and if it goes up or down 21 pips, it buys another one, so that 12 times. So if it does that 12 times, on the 12th time, it'll shut down your trader and say, whoa, the market's just not going your way today. So it'll shut your trader down. And so the moving period, average period, that do not change. Don't even touch that. That's just an indication that determines the price. And we don't really know much more than that. But keep max levels. Don't even touch it. Moving average period. Don't touch that. Trading on a 4-digit broker. When you go to your broker, you'll be able to find actually what I would recommend is shooting a message out to support of your broker, whether it's FX Choice, whether it's CoinEx. I recommend LCM FX. They are an A-book broker, and they are a 5-digit broker. So other than that, you might want to just send them a support ticket and say, hey, are we a 4-digit or 5-digit broker? And right now I'm no. So trading stops during news, I always have yes. That can be very volatile. And then I have 60 minutes. So an hour before the news and an hour after the news. And then trading. You see, I'm trading, and I always wanted to wait 2 hours before it starts trading, which I think is about 8 or 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time on Sunday. I'm trading Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and I am trading on Thursday. So those are all the settings, and hopefully that will give you some help on these settings here.